This is where Britain's top commentators speak out on controversial issues without the fear of the cancel culture sweeping the rest of the media. And following historic allegations of sexual assault, the cancellation of Russell Brand is in full swing, although he remains to be charged with any crimes. My next guest, the legendary comic, Britain's favourite entertainer, Jim Davidson, was arrested for entirely false claims back in 2013. And Jim, look, I know you're no fan of Russell Brand, but after the ordeal that you went through, what's been your reaction to what I believe is now a worrying trial by mainstream and social media, with the government, or at least our politicians, now weighing in for good measure?
Well, it's slightly worrying where Channel 4, I mean, a great TV channel, I have to say, unique, and the Sunday Times, a most revered newspaper, are now judge, jury and executioner of anyone they want to put their sights on. It's the accusation that has done the job. I don't know Russell Brand. I don't know the facts. What is puzzling me in any of these cases, and I won't talk about Russell's, the allegations made against him, but of anybody, anyone can say anything about anybody. We all know that, Dan. But where are the facts? Why haven't the police arrested Russell Brand? And I think the answer to that is that no one has complained against the police. There is a rumour that someone has said something now from 2003, but, you know, there's been accusations of rape, there's been this, there's been that.
But Jim, as you know, though, but Jim, as
complaint to them.
Yeah, but Jim, so yes, there has been a complaint to the Metropolitan Police about an incident in 2003, but Jim, isn't the point, right? You were arrested and you were completely innocent. So, in fact, an arrest does also not mean that he should be rushed to be condemned and that he should be demonetised and that the Media Select Committee should demand that every social media platform in the world stop allowing him to make a living. Surely we live in a society where he should be innocent until proven guilty. An old-fashioned concept, but it's an important one.
Well, never mind Russell. And I said I won't make any comment because I don't have the facts. But anyone is innocent until proven guilty. When I was arrested, the accusers were known as victims straight away. So you were, and the policewoman said to me, we have to take whatever they say as the facts until we can prove them wrong, rather than the other way around. It's a strange old world that we live in. Britain has got the greatest justice system, and I just have to say, the police were fantastic, and thank heavens they did a thorough job with the help of course, Henry Bramman, my lawyer, and Trevor Burke, my barrister. We gave them all the evidence. And then it all stopped. But nothing goes away. You know, the accusation is there. Nothing goes away. There's always that someone that, look, I mean, let me just speak about Russell. He's got millions and millions of supporters. And you can't help admiring someone who I believe has got all those followers. But for what? I don't know. You ought to have something going on there. If you like him, he's innocent. If you don't like him, he's guilty. And you don't need any facts at all. And that's the way the world is coming now. You know, someone said, oh, I don't like him, he's guilty. Is that how we do things in this country? No, I think it's ridiculous. Unless we, you know, if I was him, I would hope that I would be arrested to give me a chance to say, look, I didn't do this, and here is
exactly. Go through the process. Indeed, but that process has to be allowed to play out. Yeah. And MPs weighing in after reading an article in a newspaper, I mean, shame on them, seriously.
I mean, just have a look at their MPs at the moment. Good heavens. Now, Jim, they need to grow a pair.
And now, Jim, want to move on to another story. You've been making headlines this week, Jim, as ever, because the newsreader Clive Myrie has a new book out. You feature in it. So this is how it was reported in The Sun. Mastermind host Clive Myrie reveals Jim Davidson sent him a backhanded compliment ahead of debut on BBC Quiz. Now, Jim, is that fair, or were you being genuinely supportive of Clive Myrie? What happened here?
Well, I think he's actually quite good. And when they announced he was taking over from the bloke who used to do Mastermind, I was quite happy about that. And then I noticed a few things, the old trolls, you know, saying, oh, it's just another box ticking exercise. And although I think that's quite fun and light-hearted, I did send him my best wishes, and I thought he was the best man for the job and a real good choice. And I said, just listen, crack on and ignore anyone that says this is a box ticking exercise. And now suddenly I'm the bad guy again. Well, for heaven's sake! And Clive, if you're watching this, you're doing a fantastic job. Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job.
It was genuine. Come on, Clive. Exactly. It was genuine. Jim's a genuine guy, and I thought that was really sad, actually, on his part. Now, Diane Abbott, has sensationally quit the Labour Party. She called an ongoing investigation into whether she made anti-Semitic comments fraudulent and suggested she won't get a fair hearing because she is a black woman. Jim, what do you make of it?
Well, first of all, this woman is bonkers, isn't she? Seriously, if her brains were dynamite, she wouldn't have enough to blow her head off. And this was the woman that was shadow Home Secretary. And Diane, come on, what example are you giving to people when you're saying, look, I won't get a fair trial because I'm black? Is that right? Is this the way forward? Come on, Diane. I know you're 2 egg boxes short of a supermarket, but start to think about what your actions are going to do, especially for young black people who think, hang on a minute, I can do what I want now. And if someone arrests me, say I'm black.
You should be saying, oh my goodness, I made the front bench of the Labour Party despite my incompetence. It's quite an incredible thing. Jim, major speech today from Rishi Sunak. He scrapped all of these nut zero pledges, including delays to the ban on diesel cars. Are you back in the PM here?
Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not bothered because I'm always banned from driving, so it doesn't really bother me.
Especially at the moment, aren't you, at the moment?
I've had it. I am. I've got another 2 months to go. It's an absolute nightmare. I mean, I'm really fed up. This is a joke. And all because I did 172 mile an hour in a 20 mile an hour zone. It's ridiculous. And this is the thing. If you think about the mayor of London, right,
yes,
and we're talking about cars and all the rest of it,
yes,
he's saying that the diesel and the emissions from cars are killing people. They are killing thousands of people in London. But give me £12.50 and it won't bother me at all. That's what he's saying, isn't it? How much is a life worth, Mayor? £12.50. Come on in. Bring them in. Give me more £12.50. We got loads of people. The world's gone bonkers. And don't even bother about going to live in Wales. My mate lives there, and he was overtaken by a tortoise the other day.
Jim Davidson. Brilliant as ever, Jim. Uncancelled, lively, and we'll speak next week. He's the best.